Welcome back. In this lesson, we'll design the share overlay screen for the user to share the appointment. So let's rename this to our booking, that is the frame. And also here we'll change the active menu from home to booking. So we'll do that from our component. Let's navigate back to our component. Then we'll go to our navigation menu. This is it. And do that. So you select it, drag it, and bring it here. Then we create more variants for the remaining one. So add here to create more variants. So add another one. So variant 3 is going to be for list. Okay, we'll add another variant which is going to be for booking. So we are not going for list now. So we go to booking, that is number 3, and expand the frame. Double tap the inner frame where the icon is and expand it. Okay, you take your text tool and write booking inside the frame. Okay, here we'll select the home text, delete it, select the icon, and go and remove the fill. So remove the fill here. So remove it, then update the icon color back to the global color. Alright, so here select this frame and also increase the width a bit. Alright, give it background fill of a global color. Okay, then select the icon and change the fill back to white. Okay, select the frame and also give it corner radius of 15. Alright, so here you can play around with it to increase the padding as well. Alright, so that is okay. So we are done with it. So the challenge I'm giving you, that is your project for this lesson, you're going to create more variant states for the remaining one. So you create for list in variant 2, add one more variant you create for user just by switching the same method I did here. Alright, let's go back to our design, then we proceed from there where we stop. Okay, so here we can easily switch to the second one. So you just select it and go to the variant and change it to booking. So automatically it should switch to booking here. Alright, so that's it. That is how you can do that. So next we're going to duplicate this frame and keep it here. Then we'll design the overlay of the share option. Okay. Alright, now we take a rectangular tool shape and draw it over the frame. Make sure they will be same width. I'm going to change the fill of the rectangle to black to show parts. Sorry, here to black and opacity to 50. So that we'll have something like this. Alright, let's take a frame of the same width, 402 by 360. And give it corner radius of only the top to 15 and the top left to 15 as well. Okay, so this will be an overlay for the share icons. Okay, so select that. Rename this as share frame. And let's go to our grid and turn on our 4-column count into this smaller grid frame. Okay. So next we are going to select text tool and type here share, and the font size to 20, bold, no need to. We can add this into our library. As little 20 pixel, bold. I'll create it there. Alright, now we can add the social media icons here so that the user can select based on any platform they want to share their bookings to. So now with plugins, we'll go to flat icons by free pitch, this it. So you set this and run it. Okay. So it will ask you to sign up. You can do that for the first time, or you just ignore it and do that later. So we search for Instagram. And add it. We'll select this and add it into our frame. Easy. So click on the plus icon to add. I will also search for WhatsApp. I will choose this, add into a frame. I'll also search for X as Twitter. Select this and add it to a frame. Also search for Facebook. You select that and add it to a frame. You can just add them. While we finish, we'll align them properly. And search for message. Or something a second. Good, fine. Can go with this and give it later so that shows message. TikTok. And this one. You add WeChat. Us. We can also add this. So say email this time. Can also choose this. Alright. So we're done. Next is for us to just arrange it accordingly. Okay. So let's start with the first four. We can close this place here and bring them here. I will select the Instagram and change the dimension to, let's take it down to 100 by 100 and see what we have. That's too much. Let's take it down to 70 by 70. Okay, that's okay. So here we keep one here. Click our text tool. Alright, Instagram. So we change this to 10. So let's select this body small text and align it properly with the icon. And give the spacing to 5. Okay. So we can group that and leave it there. So our place is there. For consistency, there is something we are missing, and I would like us to maintain that. If you look at it, two of our icons are not in circle, right? So we like to maintain that so that all the icons will be in circle. Okay, so quickly we're going to group this particular one and make sure it's inside the circular frame. Okay, let's select our frame, our dimension 100 by 100. Okay, then we give it on a radius of 50. Okay, we can give it a partial stroke so that we'll see what we're doing. Now let's take our icon and put it inside the frame. Alright, so now you can give this frame background fill of, let's select from our global color. Okay, that not blend well with it, so look for another one that can go with it. Let's try the heights. So this time we just change the stroke color to our global color. Alright, so and update it to 2. Okay, so now we maintain the size to 70 by 70. Okay, then we select only the icon, switch to our scale tool and take it down and make sure it's inside the middle of the frame. So this way we are cool. So can now bring it here. Alright, so Alt key to make a duplicate, and this time we'll select it and take it out, and we'll also bring the Gmail inside the circular frame, but before that we'll scale it again and take it inside, scale it down a bit again and align it to the center of the circular frame. His face, perfect. So let's select this Alt key and make a duplicate. Then this is going to be email. Select the two together and align them to the center of each other with respect to each other. So and give their vertical spacing to 5. Can group them together. Alright, so you keep it here as well. Then there's only 2 icons that are not in circular form. So this one to do the same thing. So now let's bring Twitter and also scale it down to 70 by 70. Maintain the size across. Okay, I will copy the text and update it to Twitter. Alright, select the 2 together and also distribute their vertical spacing while you align them accordingly. Alright, so the next is this, which is going to be TikTok. So update that as well to 70 by 70 and bring it into our frame. So we select the text, duplicate it and update it to TikTok. Select the 2 together and also align them properly and distribute your vertical spacing to 5. So similarly to 5. Okay, so now we can Alt key duplicate this and also put this inside our frame. Alright, so we change the dimension to 70. Let's take it down to 40 by 40. Okay, then we'll put it inside this frame. So we're going to remove the Instagram and put this inside this frame. align it to the center of the frame, then we can delete this one. Okay, select that Alt key to bring it here and rename it as WeChat. I select the two, distribute the vertical space to the same. Okay, that's gonna be 5. Alright, so bring it here. I'll take it skate room and bring it here. Alright, go to WhatsApp. Maybe 70 by 70. And also update the new to WhatsApp. Okay, select the two and also distribute the particle spacing to 5. Okay, so let's select that and group them together. Then move it. So this is supposed to be the WeChat. This other one supposed to be the message. So we're going to update that to 70 by 70 as well. And the message again to WeChat. Okay, select the two and take it to 5, align them, can group them together. Okay, so here let's update the text to message and align them together to the center with respect to each other. And the last one is the Facebook, so it is going to be 17 by 72 as well. I will update the text to Facebook. Alright, so select the two of them and align them properly. Okay, and you distribute their vertical spacing to 5 and group them together. Alright, so now we are done. So you can still do one or two things here because this one doesn't have a background field. Let's select it and just update the icon. Okay, the icons cannot be, the colors cannot change, so just leave it. In this one, the color cannot be modified. They are PNG images, so it's fine. If you want, you can go back and use other icons that you can modify it. Then maybe you give a background fill of these circles to a global color, but it's fine. If you're choosing rectangle or square, make sure the rest are square. If you're choosing circles, make sure the rest are circles as well. So now let's select this first one and also distribute the vertical spacing to 5 and group them together. So now you can select all of them. This is not grouped, group it. This is not grouped, you group it as well. Now select all together, align them properly and distribute the horizontal spacing. Okay, so it's similar like here, align them properly and distribute the horizontal spacing. Okay, so you can group them, select this and also group them. Ctrl G or Command V. So now let's select the two and distribute their vertical spacing to 40 and bring them down a bit. Okay, so now we should have an icon here that will enable them to cancel. Okay, so let's go to our plugin, our first for icon, then we search for cancel. cancel, I will make use of this particular one that I have circle. So bring it and keep it somewhere around here. Okay, you can use a scale tool to increase the size a bit. Okay, and the color will update it back to this. Alright, so make sure it's inside the frame. If it's not there, you drag it and put it inside the frame. So achieve that by just dragging it. So now it's inside the frame. So you can now take it and position it where you want to position it. So around there. Alright. So now I'll take it and keep it here and align it to the center of the frame. Okay. So this is going to be the share booking screen. Share, let's go booking. Okay, so if we connect the prototype now, let's connect the prototype to see what we have. So from here, if user tap on share, it should be moved to this screen, right? So go to prototype and connect it to this screen. And once they click on cancel here, it should be directed back to the booking screen. Okay, so here we don't need this home. Since we have this overlay, the navigation menu is supposed to be hidden, so we just delete it. So let's take the preview of our work as a final result. So if we check from there, we'll have something like this. So we have this as a final result. And if I tap on share, we'll have this part open like this. So we will still need to go and fix one or two things, because this should be an overlay. It's showing black instead, so that is not perfect. So we're going to modify that and fix it well. Alright, let's come back here, remove this and delete it. Okay, then okay, this is where we have issue. The background fill was black, so I'm going to Ctrl Z to undo that. So keep this one, then we select the share booking and change the background back to the default color, okay, which is the secondary color from our global list, this. Alright, then moreover again, we are going to update this to the previous screen size, which is 874. So here we take it back to 874. Okay, so this way we take this overlay up and keep it somewhere around there, and this overlay too, this we'll reduce it to 874, then we'll bring it inside the frame and keep it there as an overlay. Before that, let's remove this first, and this will go inside. Make sure it's inside the frame, and the overlay frame will come above that and align it to the center of the frame like this. Alright, let's go back and preview again. Select the first frame, then you preview. Alright, this time we'll have something like this, and if I click on share, we should have this. Perfect, is working. And if I click here, we'll go back to the previous screen. So we are done with that. In the next lesson, we proceed to preview screen. See you there.